Hello guys, this video tutorial is going to talk about using a feature called side by side. So this is another option you could use for adding some B-roll. Maybe you have an interview, you've got a video going, and you want to slide in either a graphic or a video and then slide it out towards the end. It's also a good way if you want to show two things happening at the same time on different ends of the screen. You could also do this option too. So I've got a video down here that's the base part of my project, but in the middle of it here I want to slide in say this picture of Mount Vernon. So I'm going to drag this down and I'm going to extend it out here a little bit so it'll play for a little bit more than 4 seconds. And actually make it a little bit bigger here. Okay. So I'm going to pull this out. Okay. So if I want this to be a side-by-side, I have a picture on top of a video or another picture. So when I select it, I now have this option up here. Now it is important to note, if you don't have a picture down here, you can't select this. It won't actually show up. You have to have some kind of picture or video on top of another picture and video. So when I select that and I come up to the options here on the video options, the video overlay, you'll notice that down here it's already in cutaway. And I think for most of these, cutaway is the default, the one that will automatically show up. But I don't want cutaway, I want the side-by-side. So if I pick side-by-side, and I'm going to extend this out just a little bit. So you'll notice what happens here as we kind of do a quick preview. So when we get to that point in the video, we're now suddenly going to get this other part, and it's going to be on the screen for as long as the top part here, and then eventually in a second here, it's going to go away. Okay. So let's click on this and kind of look at these options. So if we click again up here, we've got side by side, and then you can decide which side you want each picture or video on. So let's say we want to switch it up. So I could go right, and then the picture that I'm adding. Okay, so notice it's the picture that's on top here that we've selected. The one that's like black in the background says which side it's on. So we can go left or we can go right. All right. Now this is either a picture or a video. So you can, again, go into the crop tool here. Right now they've got the Ken Burns effect on. So they've got the picture moving a little bit. If I don't want the picture to move, I can go to fit. Then it'll just be the straight picture. There's no movement. There's no changing to it. I could also crop it if I wanted to. So I'm going to go back here to the side-by-side option so we can kind of play with this. So at this point now, again, let's see what we got. It's going to go side-by-side. We took away the Ken Burns, so it's just going to pop up. And it's going to be side-by-side. So you could have two things running at exactly the same time here. And then it's now going to go off. And it's going to go back to the regular video. So let's select it again. You do have an option up here for how you want it to slide in. So for example, let's see if we increase this here. So right now we've got the slide at 1.4 seconds. So let's see how that changes here. It's going to be more than just an abrupt change. So watch. All right, so it's going to kind of push over. And then in a second here, it will slide back. Okay. Now, it is important to note that when that sliding happens, if we go back here and look again, it's going to take up half of this picture. So it doesn't squish the picture. You're going to lose whatever half of the video that you have going on. So that's kind of important when you shoot the video to realize if you want to use side by side. Okay, so you're only seeing half of this video. So the rest of the video is still happening behind here. You just can't see it at that point. Okay, so those are some options for side-by-side. It's probably not a feature that I would use a lot, but there might be some times when you want to kind of just have a picture slide in and slide back. I would say for a lot of examples that you'll be doing in student broadcasting, you'll probably be looking more at the cutaway or the picture-in-picture option. But I did want to show you the side-by-side so that you have it in your toolbox. All right, thanks guys.